Hey guys, Zach for All American Christmas Company here, and today I'm going to be making a quick little video on patio lights, or globe lights as these are called. These type of bulbs right now are super popular for weddings, parties, restaurants, all sorts of applications. They're a great style of bulb that don't look Christmassy and you can hang up all year round. So just going to give you a basic rundown on the types of bulbs, their differences, wattage, the different types of wire, things like that, just so you have a little bit more info on patio lights in general. So, globe lights or patio lights are just a round screw-in type of light bulb typically that come in a variety of sizes. This is the smallest size. This is G30. So this only comes on a C7 base, which is this small base right here. And pretty small. It's great for small signs or craft projects, things like that. But most of the time when you think about globe lights, you're thinking about these two. This is a G40, which is 1.5 inches, and this is a G50, which is 2 inches. So these two on the left here are the most common sizes of patio lights, and like I said, when most people are thinking about globe lights or patio lights in their head when they see pictures of them or are thinking about movies or things like that, they're typically thinking of the larger two. More often than not, it's the G50. So, like I said, these come in different sizes, but the bases vary. The G30 only comes on the C7 base, but the G40 and the G50 come on a C7 or E12 or candelabra base, just like a nightlight size base. A C9, which is E17 or intermediate base. A little bit larger when you see the large Christmas lights on the building, that's a C9 bulb. And the G50, I don't know if G40, I don't think they do. Most of the time it's G50 come on a medium base, which is a household size light bulb, E26, E27, something like that. So a really large base. They come in a variety of colors. The most popular is clear, but we also have available a pearl white, which has a nice soft glow when it's lit up, a real pretty look when it's not lit up, but that's a popular bulb. And then we also have a satin multicolor. So there's a satin pink. It's slick on the outside, just smooth glass, but on the inside it's painted, so when it lights up, it has a really nice soft glow. And these come in a 5-color multi-pack on G40 and G50. So those are the colors that are available. The G50 come in transparent box colors, so you can get a whole box of red transparent if you want them. I just don't have any of those here to show you. The wattages on these vary. G30, like I said, is all C7, so it's always 5 watts. G40, depending on the base, is going to be 5 or 7 watts, just depends on the manufacturer. And G50s are typically always 7 watts or more, depending on, again, who made them and the size of the base that they're going, and the socket that they're going to be screwed into. So, apart from incandescent, which is what these are, these have the little filament in there, as you can see. These also come in a LED style. They're G40 and G50 on C7 and C9 base. Here's a G50. So it's about 2 inches. They're faceted on the outside, so they diffuse light. They come in white, a cool white, warm white, and then in all kinds of colors. Here's a red. The colors really pop, and the warm white and pure white look really nice when they're hung up. So you can string a lot of those together and save a lot on power. They only use 0.96 watts as opposed to 5 or 7 watts. And you have to keep in mind, with any sort of incandescent light, you have to work within the means of the wire. So if the wire itself can only handle 7 amps, then that's 770 watts approximately. So that's only 110 bulbs. So you have to bust out the calculator and do a little math so you're not overloading the wire, overloading the fuses on the wire, and overloading the bulbs themselves, because if you string 300 or more or so of these things up and then hang them up and they're 20 feet in the air and you have a problem, you're going to be freaking out and think, why did they do that? But you just have to work within the the wire constrictions, I guess. Speaking of wire, there's a couple different styles of wire. The two most popular styles that we have and sell most of the time are the Christmas light size or style wire, which is, this is, you know, just a normal C9 socket that you would see hanging up during the holidays. Most people don't really want to go this route, but it's not that bad because they're a lot more affordable than the other options. They come in a green, a white, and sometimes in a black color. And the reason that I suggest these most of the time is they function almost exactly the same. They're easier to fix, and they're just much easier to deal with in the long run, because if you have a socket that goes bad, this little back right here, you can just pop it off, put a new socket on it. This wire, or these style of wires, handle 7 or 10 amps depending on the insulation rating. Just depends on which one you're looking to get. And yeah, just a great simple product. And for people that are using it for a one-time use, I recommend going with something like this, because you don't really want to pony up the extra cash for wire that you're only going to use once or twice. So great product, and lasts a long time too if you take care of it. The other most popular style that we have is molded sockets. So here's a molded socket. As you can see, it's just molded right onto the wire. There's no way to get that socket off there unless you cut it out and splice in a new one. But these are really popular because they're rubbery and they have that old school look. When you're hanging them up like that, they just look like an old school style light. I'll put one in there so you can see what I'm talking about. But a lot of people, when they're thinking of globe lights hanging up outside a restaurant or on a patio or deck, these are the style of sockets that they're thinking of. They have that black look, although they do come in green and white as well. Most people go for the black, and then they're hanging up like that, and they just have a really nice appearance. They come in a variety of sockets, but the spacings and stuff, there's not as many options, and you usually have to buy a full spool of this stuff, which is around 300 feet, so you have to, you know, pony up the extra cash if you only need 100 feet and you want this wire. You just got to buy it, which kind of stinks. There is a twisted wire, which has a ceramic pin socket, which is super heavy duty, way overkill for most small applications, but if you're putting it up and you're going to leave it up, that's a really nice option and way to go, but I don't have any of that to show you, sadly. So yeah, that's a basic overview of patio lights. These, like I was saying, are a really popular style of bulb right now. Everyone seems to be using these, along with curtain lights for weddings, proms, things like that. But they're great anywhere. People like hanging them up around their decks, around their pool, and they're great for using as lighting inside a restaurant or a bar or a club. They have a really old school appearance that is just nice and doesn't have any sort of Christmassy connotations. When you hang them up, they just look like cool light bulbs. They don't look like something from the holidays. So if you have any other questions, feel free to check out our website, www.aachristmas.com. From there, you can see all our pages, see all our products, which have even more specs on them. Or if you have any really specific questions, just hit the contact us, and you can email me. My email is zach@aachristmas.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. I hope this little video has helped give you some more insight into the differences between patio lights and globe lights. And yeah, thanks for checking it out.